You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434. And you're listening to Tubies in a Podcast. Barnett has unfortunately not shown up. No, he's going to be here in a couple minutes, don't you worry. But honestly, I don't have any debrief to have with him at the beginning of the show because, like I said, he's not here, so we'll be waiting for that. So, in the meantime, we're going to introduce our guest for today, Laila Dyer.
What's up, everybody?
Actually, sorry, let me do that again. VTV news manager, student government vice president of the senior class. What else? What else do you do? You know, Voyager staff writer
and speech president.
Speech president. Laila Dyer. There it is. I'm a little laggy today. Not having Bryce here is definitely a change that I have to get used to.
Well, what's up, Christian? I'm happy to be here. I'm a big fan of 2Bs. So
Thank you.
So excited.
It means so much. About to shed a tear. So, how was your day?
My day was pretty productive. VTV are getting ready to post our senior edition episode. So,
I wonder who's on it. Not the 2Bs. What?
What
No
do you
way.
mean?
No way. The 2Bs are on it? No way.
Well, you'll just have to wait and see. And seniors, if you're listening, make sure you get your ticket to Bon Voyage so you can listen.
Why do you have to get a ticket?
Actually, I'm tripping. It's free. I think.
I was like,
just make sure you're there.
It is free, but I'm like, you have to get a ticket for that? Like, you have to get a ticket for a free event? I didn't know that was
your mental ticket. Make sure it's on your calendar. There we go.
Yo, are you at Bon Voyage on May 15th at 7 and 11 p.m.? Nah, fam. Why not? You're lame. You should slide.
There we go. Free little commercial by Mr. Bryce Christian.
Something like that. Anywho, how many AP exams have you had so far?
None, and I am counting my lucky stars for that. My only two are next week, Tuesday and Friday.
And what tests are they?
I have AP Pre-Calc Tuesday.
I heard that was a treacherous one.
I don't feel like it's going to be treacherous. I hope it's not treacherous. And then the 15th, which is the day after our last day, so I'm not excited about that.
Yeah.
AP Environmental Science.
APES, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate having to come back for tests.
Yeah.
I'm not excited. Once Barnett gets back from handling his business, we'll discuss his testing situation today with his AP Stats exam, which I know already was really bad for him and for everybody else taking that test.
Wait, well, what tests have you had so far?
We're gonna start last week. I had part 1 and part 2 of physics. Oh, right. Yeah.
Nice.
Two days of physics testing. Oh, there's Barnett. 2 days of physics testing. And then we had.
Welcome.
Oh.
Yo. Turn on my phone, bro.
Nah, so
Is it on?
you're 9 minutes late, so that means 9 minutes with no mic.
No, I can explain
Is that the rule?
No, I was 9 seconds with no mic. That I'm just
I can explain.
right.
All right. I had some Popeyes before I came
All
on here.
right. Already, I think that is enough.
I had some Popeyes before I came on here. I'm not gonna disclose what I had to do before I came on the show, but yeah, I had to do what I
So
had to
back
do.
to my testing.
Exactly.
Last week I had to I had 2 days worth of physics testing for IB physics. That one of the tests was 90 points, meaning it was 10 questions worth 90 points. So I'm still traumatized. And the first one wasn't as bad though, kind of. It was multiple choice for one part. Then the second part happened. All right, and then got a little break. Next week came back. Earlier this week, or we started with psychology yesterday. That was light work. psychology this morning. Also light work. I really feel like I at least got a 4 on that out of 7. You need a 4 to pass. It's like a 4 is like a 3 in AP. So
I feel like whatever number you shoot for, you probably like realistically just give yourself like one number under.
yeah, I mean I shoot for a 7, so I probably got a 4.
Wait, but that's not.
No. That's not her
Maybe
theory.
that's my system.
No, that's her system. I'm saying for IB, you got to shoot for the 7 so you can get a 4.
Okay,
So
so
it's
a
is
four-
this-
three numbers down.
Huh?
It's 3 numbers down.
No, yeah.
wait,
That's-
is IB a
that's how bad
different
it is.
scale? Like,
Yeah, it goes from 1 to 7,
oh,
and 4 is passing.
oh wow.
Yeah. 4 is actually only 50%, but that shows you how hard it is to pass. Anywho, and then today I had paper 1 of English.
Okay. Oh no.
It happened. No, it wasn't that bad. It just wasn't ideal because honestly, I got there and I was like, I just finished because we had the psychology part earlier today because all these tests are 2 days, by the way. At least we have a math one that's 3.
So, my goodness.
So I'm coming from part 2 of English. I mean part 2 is psych, and then I have a little hour break,
Okay.
and then that's when I went to the Voyager, picked up some newspapers.
I forgot to pick me up one.
I mean, you know what?
Do you? Oh, you have some with you?
I
Okay.
have extras.
Okay. Thank you so much, twin.
Yeah, of
Everybody
course.
Guys,
pick
go
up a
check out the
copy.
Voyager.
Yeah.
This is our last issue.
Stop.
Yikes! Yikes!
Yeah. So part 2 of psychology happened this morning. Then I had my little hour break. I come back to the testing center, and oh my goodness, I knew exactly what I was doing. I was like, okay, I know my plan. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and there was just a wave of cold that just came over my body.
Ooh.
I got real tired. I got good sleep last night too. I got about 7 hours. That was good. You know, I was chilling. So it's not even like I was fatigued. It's just like I got really tired, and like I was not writing as fast as I could have. I wrote as much as I could. There, mind you, you have to write 2 essays in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
What?
You have to write 2 separate essays in 2 hours and 15 minutes. You get no break either. You just straight write it. That also doesn't help. The fact that you get no break.
Wait. So like, is that like intentional not giving you a break?
I don't know. Ask the people over in England, bro.
I think it's like so you can like figure out how much time you want to spend on each essay, but that's always like I don't know about you guys. That's always my struggle. Like I always end up with like 15 minutes for my last essay.
See, for me, I just split it up like around 45 and 45 because the other time was either spent looking and questioning my life decisions or just like I don't know, man. It was not it. I'm still kind of traumatized. But you know, that's okay. Not 45 and 45, but like it was I had 40 minutes for the last essay. That's what I'll say.
That's good time though. Is that not a good
I
time?
only had 2 paragraphs on the last essay, so you tell me. I had my intro and I had my body. That went for about a page and a half.
You know what? I'm gonna give you that, bro.
But the first one I had a developed essay though. It was good.
You was working hard, so I'll give you that, bro.
And you know I only needed 50%, so maybe I get a 4. But either way, I got my English credit already from AP Lang. Shout out Miss K.
There
Shout
we
out
go.
to Sky.
I'm all good. I already got my English gen ed out the way. Now to you. Oh, actually, well, should we go about our? You talked about your future test. I guess I should too, right?
Yes.
English part 2 tomorrow morning for paper 2, where I have to incorporate 2 texts that we read this year and compare and contrast them off of memory. You don't get the text, just straight memory,
Dude,
dog.
There's nothing good that you.
You don't even know what the prompt is going to be like remotely. Like they change it every year. Then next week I have, dang, what do I have next week? I know I got math starts next week. Hold on,
I never hear anything good about your IB class.
because there's nothing good. No, not nothing good. Oh shoot. I have Spanish next week. I gotta speak in Spanish. I gotta speak in Spanish for an hour and 25. No, for an hour 15. They did it for an hour. and then for another 45 minutes. I got three testing periods of Spanish. Then after that, I got 3 testing periods of math.
So when do you get a day off?
After May 20th.
Bro, like you're gonna be out.
So
Yeah.
after school gets
Yeah,
out.
so
okay.
my last testing is on May 20th.
Dude,
School ends on May
sorry.
14th. So, yeah, but life is good though, I just ate me a really nice dinner, and I feel like I am trying my best.
yeah.
And like I said before on this podcast, that's all I could ask myself for.
Yeah.
To try my
Did
best.
you try your absolute hardest?
I
Yes.
did. I really did. And if that means that I only had a page and a half on one of my English essays, then that's what that means. So on that note, we're going to go to a quick promo and come back and hear about Barnett's AP stats testing story. And we're back. You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call-in number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434.
Hold up.
We haven't even done it for the first time yet, bro.
We didn't?
No, because you weren't here, and you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod. And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod.
Go ahead.
And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod.
All right, go.
And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod. Cast. Oh my gosh.
Did I get it? We got it. right?
Yeah, we got it, but holy.
Okay, cool. All right.
It's 6:17 on this great Thursday evening. And Barnett was 9 minutes late to the show because he had to go handle some business.
I think we already went over.
Yeah,
why.
but we have to give a recap after every break. So
Do you want me to tell why?
No.
we did.
I mean, I can't.
No,
No.
Do you guys wanna hear?
your mic will get cut expeditiously.
Wait, why?
And anywho, on to your AP stats testing story as we're telling our testing agendas. Go ahead, Twin.
Can we skip over that?
No, we need the explanation, bro. What happened?
Okay. So I mean, it was cool. Like, it was cool. I think going into that AP stats exam, I was extremely nervous because like that was my first exam like ever. I didn't take one last year because I was too scared to do it. But like with AP stats, I don't know. Like with AP stats, I made a really like big jump. So junior year, I'm not gonna lie, I had like CP algebra and trigonometry. And then I immediately made that jump to AP stats because I wanted to be challenged academically.
Big salute.
No.
What do you? That's
Ain't
a
no
good,
big salute.
That's an accomplishment.
Listen, bro. When taking that course, like that was probably the hardest I've ever had to apply myself to like anything. Like stats, and I'm not a math guy. So stats is like super difficult to understand for me. For some reason, I hear a lot of people like go around saying, oh yeah, bro, yeah, stats is super easy. This dude Gerald outside, he'd say the same thing. Oh yeah, bro, stats is super easy. It's not even that hard for real. Yes, it is. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is. So with the AP stats exam, I was super nervous. For the FRQ, I'm gonna say it was decent.
Free response question for those who don't know.
Yeah, free response question. I'm gonna say it was decent. Multiple choice, I'm gonna say it was decent as well. I felt more comfortable doing the multiple choice than the free response. I don't know. I feel like multiple choice, it doesn't seem too hard for me, but who knows? Like, I'm not gonna find out.
Sorry.
Cut that out.
Daniel Caesar, bro. Don't disrespect my king. She knows ball.
Anyways, I had to find out. I'm gonna find out during the summer. So I'm not gonna lie. By that time, that anticipation and that nervousness is probably gonna go away. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I did. Everybody was nervous. Everybody was like tense in that cheer room, in that testing room. Nobody felt like super, super comfortable. But that was my AP Stats exam. I felt okay. I felt okay about it.
So what happened with the proctor? Oh, we have a caller.
We have a caller.
You got saved by the bell. Hello.
My name is Gerald Allen. So, like, I heard y'all was talking about the AP stats exam, and I wanted to, like, tell me y'all about my experience.
Yeah,
Okay,
tell us
so,
about
like-
that proctor too, since Barnett wants to dance around,
tell us
tap
about
dance
the
around the
proctor.
conversation.
Tell us about the proctor.
Okay, so like about the proctor, I ain't gonna lie, she was like stressing me out, cause like it was her demeanor. Cause like during the exam, she was yelling at everybody, and she was like trying to boss people around. Like, I mean, yeah, she's the proctor, but like, chill out, man. Take a chill pill. Like I get it's a job, but like. She was trying to, I don't know.
So like, what specifically was she doing that was like, besides yelling, that was?
I'm not gonna lie, she was doing her job. I don't know what he's talking about, bro.
So y'all just don't want to say. I heard that y'all were there till 3:40. The school day ends at 3.
That's because, bro. That's because the free response took 90 minutes. It took an hour and a half.
So the thing is, what time did the test start?
The test started what, Gerald?
The test started late.
Yeah, and why did the test start late? Because y'all were supposed to be there at 11:30. So why did the test? Why are you there till 3:40?
That's because
not a 3 hour.
people were still testing in the room, and like we were loud outside the room. So the proctor had came out and was telling us all to shut up.
Yeah, rightfully so. Why were y'all loud outside the room?
Bro, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. She was telling all of us to shut up, right? So it take like an extra 15, 20 minutes for them to finish up. Then we finally go in. We do our multiple choice. We take like a 5-minute break.
Okay, see, Bryce just be lying. Let me tell you what really happened. So like,
I'm not. I was there.
When we walked in, when we walked in, mind you, like no one was. It was like one person left in the room when we were supposed to go in. They talking about, oh, you can't get lunch, bro. You can't. You gotta do this. You gotta wait. I'm like, okay. Mind you, we sit out there for another 15 minutes. We're still not in the room. The lady walked out.
What I heard, yep.
Talking about, all right, shut up. There's still people taking the test. And I'm like, okay, we're not. If this goes on any longer, we're gonna leave the school at like 4 o'clock. And I was worried because I had the detention to serve. So it's like, bro, like I have to be there by 3:10. I can't stay till 4 o'clock. Like, man, but I sorted the detention thing out though. But like. It was just a stressful time, man.
So,
he ain't making no better.
So what I'm hearing is y'all started late because the proctor was messing up.
Yes. Basically.
No, bro, no.
See, I'm hearing a yes and a no. I heard a yes from Deanna,
He's
too.
laughing because he know he's lying. Like,
no, I heard a yes from 3 people. I'm hearing a no from 1, which is you. So
I was literally there, bro.
So were the other 3.
I was literally in the testing room, and for some reason, like I looked up and it was 3:34. I'm like, dang, like what had happened? So I don't know if it was.
You were the last person in the room?
No.
Oh, I thought this was Gerald saying like
No, everybody
Bryce,
was.
No, Barnett, tell the truth. Everybody was being loud outside the room, and we were waiting on you, and you're the reason it was wait.
Bro, don't ever
it was
disrespect me
everybody,
like
yo.
that again, bro. Yo, I wasn't the. Okay, listen. We literally.
What is that face for?
Listen, bro, get off the line. Get off the line, bro. I can hear your breath. So listen, bro, we all left at the same time. We all ended at the same time, bro. The proctor, I don't know what was going on with the proctor, bro. I feel like she was doing her job for the most part, but then she got like an ego trip and just started like yelling at everybody, bro, for some reason. So I'll give Gerald that with the yelling part, but like with us having to stay outside the room for like an extra 15, 20 minutes, that was the last people who were testing. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
You lose all your test time, man.
Well, with that, time to get into our topics for the day.
Hold on, I gotta pull them up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a minute.
Take your time. Not really. All right.
All right.
So, our topics.
We have the traditional 3 for today. Our first topic is a conversation about black journalism. Our second is a conversation about radical optimism. And then the third, what are you doing?
We're doing our LeBron.
Gerald, stop texting me.
We're doing our LeBron. We're doing our LeBron intro. We're getting ready.
And then the third is the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Let's go.
That's gonna be a good one, bro.
Let's go. Ooh.
Oh, and then
If we have time.
our segment to end us off, because we didn't get him last time.
What are we listening to?
What are we listening to by Xavier Wright?
Yes.
You forget that she's in choir. I'm not.
I'm gonna give you that, bro.
First.
I'm gonna give you that.
Alrighty. It was your topic for the first one. So lead us in.
Well, I thought it would be a fun topic to talk about, our experiences with Black journalism and, the importance of it, because got a room full of Black journalists here. So
We should have Mr. Brown listening.
We should. I hope he's listening. I
He
gave him the
probably
link.
isn't.
Did you send it to him?
Did you send it to him? Because if not, then I'm gonna send it to him.
I've been sent him the link. This was like a month ago.
I'm gonna send it to
you
him
gotta
now.
resend
You
it
get
to
right. You
him.
gotta
You have,
send it
to,
to.
you have to constantly send him the link?
Yes.
Come on, it's Mr. Brown.
Wait, what that mean?
What that mean?
That just means that he's a busy man.
Yep,
He has a whole family at home.
that's true. Okay,
There's no knock to him. There's actually props to him. Big salute.
why don't we do a little double duty? Because I'll send it to him right now.
Yeah, and if he gets sent it twice by two different people who he knows, then maybe he'll like see it and be like, I gotta listen.
Maybe he'll call in.
Hey,
It would be cool for him to call in. That would be his first time.
yeah.
That would be awesome.
Anywho,
Well, I guess I could start kind of with my experience, like discovering that I had a passion for journalism. Okay, I started at my middle school actually doing the announcements for my school,
which middle school?
Calvin Christian School in South Holland.
For sure.
Pretty small school. There was 20 kids in our graduating class, so things were pretty small, but that allowed me to get a lot of attention on if I cared about something, I could just try it, and it was a really safe space to do that. So I started off doing the announcements in I think 6th or 7th grade.
Mic cut for 6 or 7 seconds. Any
Genuinely 6th or 7th grade. But it was for Tiger TV, and our announcements were literally filmed on a Chromebook.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Exactly. But even
And now she's on the big. She better go to the big leagues at UIUC. Look at that. Hey, big leagues.
I was so happy though, and I remember growing up and always watching WGN. Shout out Mr. Ben Bradley.
Shout out to
Hey,
him.
shout out Mr. Brent Bradley. Yeah.
And I would always see they would have elementary school kids come in on Saturdays and do the weather, or Fridays, whatever day. And I knew that I wanted to be a news reporter. So I knew I wanted to go to a high school that had a good TV station. And looking at all the schools in the area, HF just couldn't be beat. So, I came here, and with HF being such a diverse community, the first TV managers I saw here were, I think her name's Tori Wright, and I'm forgetting someone, but I also remember Jasmine, seeing her be the TV manager. And so I never felt like I was going to get less opportunities, because of my identity. And I think that was really important to my growth, and my, I don't know, getting started in journalism. HF was really a safe space to do that. And then going into my junior year, I got into this workshop for the National Association of Black Journalists convention. They have a high school workshop, and that was probably one of the most life-changing things ever. It was a lot of fun, but I got to collaborate with other Black teens that were going into journalism. We got to meet professionals in the industry, and it just so happens that the convention, they invite all the presidential candidates when it's an election year. And so that year they invited Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And there was a big panel where they were interviewing Donald Trump, and they invited all the high school students to come watch. So we got front row seats to see real life journalists interview a presidential candidate. And that's an experience I'll never take for granted. And it's something that really, I don't know, got me excited about doing journalism, getting to tell important stories like that. Do you guys have any moments where you were like, yeah, this is what I want to do?
Twin, you want to go first?
I got you, man. Of course I will. So I kind of talked about this in a lot of my like essays for college, but when I first started, like in a way, I've been a journalist since I've been in like 6th grade, but not like specifically in like hard journalism. It was like graphic design, and that was it. So that's where everything started. I've been doing graphic design since I was a youngin', like 11, 12 years old. I'm 18 now for context. So, or I would say around 12. Anywho, point is that I first started there, and then I had AP Lang with Miss K, like I mentioned earlier, in my sophomore year. And she is the journalism sponsor. And she was like, hey, I need a guest designer for this one piece that she needed to do for Black Friday for like the Thanksgiving issue. And sorry. And for that issue, I did a graphic of the Earth going into a black hole. And it was like pretty cool, honestly. I think back to that a lot. It's on my portfolio if you guys want to see it. Behance, BEHANCE.net/Bryce with 2 E's. If you want to check it out.
That's a great promotion, man.
It's under manipulations if you want to see it. Anywho, point is that I did that because I was like, I do graphic design all the time. I might as well, do it for the school community too. It'd be pretty cool. And ended up still being around the Voyager community during my sophomore year. Went from guest designer to guest writer. And little did I know, before I even knew Barnett, he was also guest writing at the time, but I never saw him until like later that year, because that was in November. I'd never met him until like February or March.
I wish we met much sooner, man.
Yeah, man. But if you really think about it, that was your first year here, though. So it's like...
That's true.
We still met pretty early in your time here. So, and then, got him on the Voyager, too. Emailed Kucharski in like July of that year. She was like, or no, you were tweaking because you didn't put it on your schedule when you did your counselor meeting. And I was like, man, just ask. It's an elective. You can switch out. You have one you can switch out. You were like, yeah. And I was like, so like, I'll email her. He was like, I don't really like, I was like, I'm going to email her. All right, whatever. I'm going to CC you. And then we got it all sorted out, obviously, as he's opinion editor now. Shout out Barnett. But anywho, back to my story. Sorry, that's off topic. But junior year, I officially joined it. And what made me like realize, to answer the question specifically, what really made me realize that I wanted to do it was over the summer when I went to New York. Like, I was like, I definitely want to do this. I like going to the New York Times, doing photojournalism on top of writing sports articles, on top of meeting people. Kind of like how you had a similar situation. It was in Cleveland, right?
The first year, it was in Chicago.
Oh, no, yeah, last year was in okay. You're right. Never mind. Sorry. Wait, it was in Cleveland this year then?
Yes, I do want to talk about Cleveland, but I'll let y'all go.
Is Cleveland, like Cleveland's 26?
No. Cleveland was 25.
But you went in 24 in Chicago?
Yes.
Okay, for sure. Anywho, what was I saying? Shoot. Oh, right. So yeah, being in New York, that was really cool. And that really showed me like how to enhance my work, because I had 1 year under my belt and I became sports editor in January of 25, and I went to New York during June of 25. So I was only like 5 months of dedicated sports editing. So having that experience of writing and editing sports stories on top of everything else that I said, and then I got to meet like in person with Mr. Stead Herndon. That was really cool. Still connecting with him to this day. Shout out to him. And yeah, seeing him as a Black journalist was also very inspiring. And he literally does what we do, like, except just on like a bigger stage. He does radio. He has his own radio show at Vox now. So actually, America, if you guys want to listen in, it's actually really
America,
good.
Actually.
Or sorry, my fault.
It's all good.
My fault. Wait, no, because I saw he said Stead actually on his, like, that was like his caption.
That was a great play on words.
Yeah, and that's why I got him mixed up. Anywho, yeah, America actually. But anywho, point is that was like the turning point. Like, oh, like that's what I want to do for sure. Then I started like taking it more seriously. I got shadowing opportunities and things of that nature. Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas, you know, cooking in the crock pot. Cooking. I can't see the rest of those lyrics, but you know, it's okay. Migos. RIP Takeoff. Big salute. Passing the ball to you, Barnett.
All right. Damn. Where do I start? Now
you good, bro. Go ahead.
That was probably like my first one.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. All right. Where do we start?
That's a good one to have, though. What? No, we're good. We're good. I got it covered. Don't worry. We're good.
Okay,
bro, go ahead, Barnett. Lock in, bro.
I'm locked. All right. I would say like growing up, always loved reading, always loved writing. For me, I would say journalism really took its course when I took after my dad, because he started doing podcasting before I ever even like thought about doing it. When I started the podcast freshman year, it was really like an uphill journey because I had to learn how to, well, number one, not go on tangents, learn how to tell stories.
We still struggle with that to this day.
Literally to this day. Like if you consistently listen to the 2Bs, you're gonna hear a fair share of tangents. You're gonna hear your fair share of tangents. So not go on tangents, learn how to tell stories the accurate way. Keep things short, but also keep them very like concise and very entertaining for the viewers. I think one narrative around radio and around journalism is that
there's a rainbow outside. I'm sorry.
How lovely.
You know, I'm gonna let you. That's great.
I'm gonna just go look.
Yeah, he's gonna go look.
Yes.
He's gonna go look at the rainbow.
Like, you just open the window.
Twink, are you allowed to open the window?
I don't know. Actually, let me not do that. But I'm looking at it. I don't know where McClendon is. Go ahead.
Please.
Barnett, go.
Huh? Oh.
Story.
Oh, wait. Okay, so basically, dang, where was I at?
You're talking about your podcast.
Oh, yeah. All right, bet.
Stories.
All right. So learn how to tell stories the accurate way. Stop going on tangents and be entertaining. I think one narrative around radio and journalism is that it's dying out and that it's a bit boring, but I don't agree with that narrative. I think once you learn how to merge entertainment with being informal and actually being an educational like source for your audience, that's when you'll start to find your bread and butter. And that's when you'll start to reach your peak. Or not even just your peak, but just to progress. You were saying something?
No, I like that because that's one thing like I think about a lot. Like true journalism will never die because there are certain stories that AI, computers, whatever, just cannot touch. That human connection of just talking to somebody is so important, and I think that's what draws people
to journalism.
Yeah.
To stories in general too.
Mm-hmm. And
good storytelling.
Yeah.
Ethical hoops.
And I think for me, just like with the guests that I used to have on for What's Bryce Talking About Now, it was always something that I never really had a script for. I always wanted it to be an emotional connection and
authentic.
always word it as like a conversation that just happened to be recorded. Like it's something that we genuinely share, like whether we're talking about culture, music, professional wrestling, basketball, sports, this, that, and the third. Like it's something
John Cena.
like it's something that we all share, and it's something that we can talk about for hours and hours and not get tired of it or not feel like we have to do too much or say too much or sound too smart. Like that was the basis of my podcast. And I think even just moving on to the internship that I had for the Chicago History Museum, it upscaled from there, man. Like I met so many people that was not only involved with the Emmett Till story, but also involved.
Yeah, you skipped that, bro.
What you mean?
You skipped the Emmett Till part, bro. You gotta talk about that, bro.
Let me backtrack because I didn't want to hold y'all up because we got to get.
We already got Dyers. We already got mine.
I'll bet. I bet. All right. So for the mini series, for the Emmett Till story, it took the part of humanization and also just FBI reporting, talking about the Mississippi Delta and really just how that certain case sort of impacted the movement of civil rights. It impacted the civil rights movement, and it pushed forward just decades of, how can I say this, progress in terms of socioeconomics, racial, this, that, and the third. And I also use like that engagement and that personal connection to really upscale the episodes. And while I wasn't reading off of a script, it was just me talking about it. It was just me having that heart-to-heart conversation about a case that impacted me as a child. Because when we speak about, certain stories, in terms of Black history or just history in general, there's always a story that impacts us. There's always a story that kind of sparks our interest and wants to make us kind of delve deeper and dive deeper into what our history is about. So that miniseries got me an opportunity to have an internship at the Chicago History Museum, salute, to where I met so many amazing people. Christopher Benson, a Northwestern professor, and the co-author of 2 Emmett Till-based books, one with Emmett's cousin, Wheeler Parker Jr., and actually the last living eyewitness to Emmett's kidnapping, and with Emmett's mother, Mamie Till Mobley. And I think being in that space with him and kind of learning about his experiences with the Till family, it was something that I will never really take for granted. I will always remember it as a very pivotal part of my life, because the way that he went about journalism and about telling that story, it strayed away from, this was a kid that grew up in Chicago. He went to Mississippi. He died. He told so much more than that. Even with my presentation to Miss Mustafa's class about my journey, they began to understand that Emmett loved to do so many things. He wanted to be a motorcycle cop. He wanted to play baseball. He loved to cook for his mom. He was a smart dresser. He was literally the center of attention around his peers. So learning about a kid like that and kind of sharing that relatability, it makes people want to advocate more because you see yourself in that person. So even with, the Trayvon Martins of this world, the Breonna Taylors, like, you will probably see videos of them just living their regular lives, hanging out with their family, going shopping, listening to music, and you're like, I used to do the exact same thing. And now you see yourself in that person, and it wants to make you prevent that from happening to anybody else, because that could be you.
I think that is like the core of why Black journalism is so important. I think, it's important to have a diverse range of stories told, of course, but I think it's hard to tell a story about us. Like, it's hard to tell a story about us better than we can do it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I worded that right.
So it's hard to tell a story about us without us.
From like an outsider perspective?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think that reminds me of a story that really impacted me. The second summer I went to the NABJ conference was in Cleveland. And we went to a neighborhood in Cleveland called Huff. And so, what?
I think it's McClendon.
That was McClendon.
Anywho, continue.
And
He's doing something back there.
The Huff neighborhood has had a pretty rough history. A couple decades ago, they had a history of like really rough race riots, and the neighborhood had just never economically recovered. And like all the headlines when you look it up today would say pretty violent stuff about like shootings or just other violence going on. But the reason we were there was because we went to the Huff Vineyard and Winery. And so we drove up into this neighborhood. There's like beautiful trees lining the streets, and like the sun was just like making everything look so gorgeous. And literally we were greeted by deer galloping across the street. Like our bus almost hit them. And so driving up, they're telling me we're going to the trenches. I'm like, are you sure? We're here right now.
Don't look like it, bro.
Exactly. And so we met the owner of the Huff Winery, a woman named Brenda Fraser, and she owned it with her husband, Mansfield Fraser. And the reason they created the winery was because they wanted to create something that would uplift their community and be a way to bring in a little bit of revenue, but mostly just to brighten it up, bring some joy and something positive to their area. And I think they succeeded tremendously. The winery was beautiful, and I was so grateful to be able to tell that story, especially when like the headlines dominating that area were just not reflecting what was actually taking place, at least in that corner of the neighborhood. So that for sure like solidified like why I want to do journalism. Just getting to sit down and have that conversation with Miss Fraser and hearing her get emotional about her husband and about why they care so much about their community was just so powerful.
Indeed.
And it also reminds me of like different stories now with like the teen takeovers in the city and how like they're being painted by journalists who may not look like us.
Yeah.
And it just kind of breaks my heart because like, you know, it paints, whenever a story is told, it's always like from the perspective of who's telling it. And like, of course, you know, they have to report the facts, but there's lots of facts all the time. So you kind of have to pick what layer you want to portray in a story, if that makes sense. And I was just talking to Ms. Kucharski about this earlier, but especially with the teen takeover stories, it always kind of feels like a euphemism for just, you know, Black teens running around being the problem. When really, in my opinion, it's a bigger systemic issue, like about parenting and about culture and community in America. And it's just so happening to hit rougher neighborhoods harder because there are also other issues at play, if that makes sense. Like teens
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
don't have a lot to do everywhere, but
Yeah.
Black teens are villainized. So yeah.
Shoot. I don't got nothing to follow up with that.
Me neither, bro.
Salute.
Absolutely, yo.
Anywho, we have a promo to go to, but when we come back, we're gonna shift over to our second topic. Actually, did I give my second piece or no? I don't think I did. Do we have
Did
time?
you?
I don't know. We'll see. Anywho,
We're at 6:48.
we'll be right back.
It's on you, man.
We'll see. All right, we're back. I'm not gonna give my account because we gotta account for time.
We have 2 stacked topics.
You're right. And at the end of the day, I didn't even know what I was going to say because I've kind of just rattled because Dyer did so well. Anywho, you're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434. You ready, Dyer? Are you ready?
Dude, I'm about to do the
We're
thing.
about to. You just gotta
wait on me.
Just look at his long fingers. And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod. And you're listening to Two Bees in a Pod. Cast. Yeah, good job.
Okay, wait. That was good. That was good.
That was good.
Yes.
All right. Jinx.
Turn your mic off, bro.
What? Why?
Because I knocked on wood, bro.
How does that matter? What?
That's
All
the
right.
rule.
That's the rule, bro.
I'm not hip to that.
You're not a jinx. You know what?
I just know Jinx. I didn't know you knock on wood and I have to turn my mic off.
Dude, that's been around for decades.
I have to turn my mic off?
Yeah, or you just gotta stop talking.
Okay. Well, anywho. Second topic. Go ahead, twin. Nickelodeon. No. I'll turn my mic off for that one.
Yeah, turn your mic off for that one.
Guys.
We're gonna move on to radical optimism. Since Layla chose this topic, you have the honor of leading us in.
Right back to you, LD.
Well, all right. This is another topic that I think really guides my life. It's something that I am very passionate about. I don't remember where I first saw the name radical optimism, and I don't even know if I'm talking about the same thing, but this is what I'm choosing to call this concept. So basically, radical optimism is just the idea of like choosing joy and hope, even when it might seem irrational, as a means to create change or get closer to a goal or to just enjoy life more. And I think it's something that right now, I think we live in a culture of discipline and a lot of negativity. And especially with the internet, you can get a lot more negative things just like constantly flowing into your brain. And that's, I think, one people's criticism of journalism and news a lot is that it's always negative. But I think you have to adopt a sort of idea of radical optimism and positivity to figure out what you want to do with the problems in the world.
You're raising your hand like this is a classroom. Go.
Because I didn't want to like interrupt anybody. Quick question. So what do you mean in terms of discipline, like with news media?
Okay, discipline and I think what's happening with the news, I think are two different things. But I think like when I think of like our culture being very disciplined, I think of like lock-in culture and just like I think it has a lot to do with like capitalism too. There's so many layers to this. But just like having to push down your emotions even when you're overwhelmed, just take on as much responsibility as you can to be able to work and
Work.
make
Oh, we gotta stop the tangents.
to like put money first and put your goals first and like kind of put your feelings to the side and put community to the side to kind of, I don't know, make yourself a better worker and participant in the rat race. That's pretty dramatic, but
Jeez.
it's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Well, if you'd like to call in on this topic, the call-in number is 708-798-WHFH, 708-798-9434. Twin?
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah, I'm passing it to you.
All right. So, well, actually, no, I want to ask Layla a quick question. So, what do you think are some pros and cons of being radically optimistic?
I think definitely, well, I'll start with the cons. I think one thing people think of when they think of like somebody who's positive all the time is like being naive and not being able to see clearly like, okay, well, what do you actually need to work on? Like what problems need to be fixed in life? And I think that's a fair criticism, but I think that things can't change if you weren't a little bit crazy about them, if that makes sense. Like when I think of things like this, I think of like change that's been made in history. So one of the biggest examples I see of like a switch from negativity creating more change is Malcolm X. We just read his autobiography, Man Burnett, in our
Mr. Brown's class.
Yes, Mr.
That
Brown.
movie was A1, dude.
What's the movie called? X?
Malcolm X.
Oh, I thought it was just called X. Like that'd be hard. Like imagine like the movie cover and it's an X, and then at the top of the X where it's like a V, like it's Malcolm X's head popping out of it. Sorry, that's me being a graphic designer.
I'm
That's on me.
imagining.
No, that's actually a great idea. You need to do something like that.
I don't got time for that, yo. The movie already came out.
Over summer break, you could like add.
Malcolm X mock-up poster.
Yeah, you guys something like that.
Maybe, man, maybe. If I have the time, then I'll do it. But you know, I'm a busy man.
We know. All right, back to you, Layla.
Yeah.
So with Malcolm X, I don't think people think of like him as like a poster guy of positivity.
Yeah.
But I do think that was something that helped his cause a lot. And not positivity in the sense of like, everything's going to be okay. Yes, amazing. But he talked in his autobiography about when he took his pilgrimage to Mecca and he got to see a world where all races could be brothers and everybody could work together. I think that hope really did make the cause of like, okay, we can help racism. I think that made it more accessible because he was able to bring back to America, hey, this is what white people can do. This is what Black people can do. And it wasn't so like exclusive of like, this is only going to work if Black people are working towards this cause. I think that the way everybody can apply this kind of philosophy is you have to like, hold on, let me think of what I'm trying to say here.
Take your time, Pastor.
But I think envisioning hope and not getting so wrapped up with the problems of your problems, if that makes sense. Not getting so wrapped up in the negative effects of whatever you're trying to solve and more focused on like hope of what can come is going to make it more accessible to people that are trying to help you and to you so you can visualize the end goal.
I see the vision. Wait, that came together. Okay.
And so I don't know if
I'm
that's
there.
like,
No, I'm following. I'm seeing it. Is it my turn or your turn?
I think it's your turn.
It's my
'Cause
turn. Okay.
I went last time.
Either way, man.
We be switching up. We be
Okay, so yeah, my turn.
yeah.
Okay, for sure. So, I'm gonna go back to another point that you made, Dyer, about lock-in culture. I'm a victim of that in a good and a bad way. Essentially, I'm very hard on myself regarding getting things done. I mean, I kind of have to be regarding what I'm doing at this school.
That is true.
IB and all that, but essentially, I do have a lot on my plate. So that means I have a lot to get done. As a result, there are times where I don't get some stuff done. Whether it's inside or outside of school, you know, something got to give at sometimes, you know. So if that's me not preparing adequately for a radio show or something, you know, as twin degrees. It's just a thing of in life you got to have a balance. And one thing that IB, like just being an IB student, has taught me is how to prioritize things properly. And essentially, when I'm prioritizing some things, that means the things that are at the bottom, like editing photos and things, like that's at the bottom right now. Right now, editing all these photos I've been taking over the past couple months. Man, I'm backed up since March. It's May.
That's real though.
So
It's real. That's real.
you know, I have to get the UR star photos out to Miss Hackett.
Shout out to friends of Rachel.
I kind of forgot to email her back. I need to do that. So this is what I'm saying. You got a lot of your play. It's testing season though, so that's why I haven't. You know, we got big fish to fry. Not bigger, but big fish to fry. Essentially, this whole lock-in culture thing is something that I gotta take pride in a way of like. I always am striving for self-betterment. Even thinking back to, what was that? That was December. Actually, obviously December. It was a New Year's resolution board breaking at my job as a Taekwondo instructor. We had all the kids and all the instructors write like bad habits on a board, and we broke it like with a hammer fist.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, and. One of mine was like discipline. Like I was striving to be. I kind of did it wrong. I wrote like things I wanted to do, not like bad habits. So I should have been like, I should have been like not as disciplined as I wanted to be or something like that. But I wrote be more disciplined. So it's like,
Nah, forget that. I'm gonna smash that with a hammer.
yeah. So anywho, I realized I did it wrong, and I was like, oh whatever. So broke the board, right, and it's at the top of my bedroom right now, and that's like one of the top things, and. I feel like I'm better than last year, but I still can be better. And that's something that I feel like is like not the toxic part, but the part that's like, I always strive for self-improvement, and sometimes that can bite me in the butt, essentially, because I'm a perfectionist, but I know that perfect can never be achieved as a human being.
Yeah.
So having that equal balance is important. And I think that kind of going back to specifically radical optimism, people always say that I'm like the happiest person they've ever seen. Like you too, Barnett. Like people are like, wow, you guys are always smiling. Shoot, you too, Dyer. Just all three of us. Like people are always like, oh, you guys are always smiling and all this and all that. I'm like, man, you don't see me when I'm working on this homework and I'm just straight in the dumps. Sure, turning on my drink, Marvin's room, you know. Yeah, just sad times, right? And at the end of the day, there has to be struggle to be success. So
That's a great
There is.
saying, Tim.
But I think my idea of radical optimism is not saying that you shouldn't strive to be the best version of yourself. I think it's the opposite. But I think that when you get so caught up and so overwhelmed in that I need to be better. I need to be more focused. Sometimes that motivation isn't even out of like the end goal. Like the motivation isn't even focused on the end goal anymore. It's more out of like anxiety of what if I fail? What if I don't get there? I think my idea of it is just switching that from anxiety to love for yourself or whatever you're working towards, and saying, look, it's not going to be perfect along the way, giving yourself that grace. But of course, you know, right, finding that balance between like, okay, how close can I get to this goal while still like being me and taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
Progress is not linear.
Yeah. I think it's got to
close it out, twin.
Yeah.
Oh. Pump fake.
Wait.
No. Oh, what?
Was that like a makeshift hoop or something?
Yeah, what was that?
No. I wanted to connect that to the Malcolm X thing because I feel like I
go
didn't
ahead.
quite
Go ahead,
connect
go ahead.
that. It makes sense.
No,
It makes
I
sense.
thought we were talking about basketball. I was like, what? she did like this. I'm
Nah,
like,
sorry.
ISO. Go ahead. What? Oh! Anywho. Yeah, life is great. Go ahead, Dyer.
I think what worked in the case of Malcolm X was switching from like the fear of this is where America's at, we're so divided, and switching back into the goal is equality. Everybody is going to be on the same page. And so when your efforts are more motivated in positivity. What is that?
You know, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Go ahead.
And more positivity than anxiety, you see better results. So yeah. Why don't you close it out for us?
Twin,
Yep.
get from behind the soundboard, dude. Come to the table.
What happened?
Sunshine, lollipops. And
This guy.
What I do?
Okay. I think you guys hit on the head with all of your analogies and soliloquies. I think for me, like, I'm not going to talk too much, but I think just with being a perfectionist, I want to talk about that. That's something that I still struggle with to this day. And even just kind of touching on Layla's point of it being like an anxious style of trying to get better. It's not like a more of like a empowering version. Like, you know what? I'm going to take one more step towards this goal tomorrow. Or it's more so like, I got to do this. Or, you know, I'm a failure. I'm this, I'm that. Like, I'm not getting there. I think for me, shifting my mindset towards if I get there, that's great. If I don't, I'm still going to have that same love that I had yesterday and the day after. I think that's also important. I feel like we get kind of so caught up in getting better and improvement that if we don't get there overnight or if we don't have those instantaneous results, we immediately go to self-sabotage. So that's just my analogy.
That's a good analogy. And this is something that I believe myself as well, but Mr. Brown also texted it. He said, the only person you should strive to be better than is the man you were yesterday. So that's like...
Shout out Mr. Brown.
Anywho, what is on
This
that
guy
phone?
and his gifts, bro.
He
His
sent
gifs.
a gif of
Shout out Family Guy. but
Stewie
like,
from Family Guy.
shout out
flapping
Family
his
Guy, but
hands
come on,
That's
Mr.
in
hilarious.
enjoyment.
No, but yeah, I've just on one of my accounts, one of my bio is stack good days, like, you know, 1% better. So just striving to always, like Mr. Brown said, be a better man than yesterday. I always kind of live by that. But anywho, time for promos and one song.
Are there any Epic Nutrition promos?
Perchance.
Shout out to Epic Nutrition.
Yeah, hold on. All right, I'm giving us 1 minute to do a quick recap. And can I just take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, Epic Nutrition last week for 2 B's on the road. Shout out to them. Great hospitality.
Our second
great
road episode.
Yeah, second road episode. It was just a great experience. And it was the first time using the remote, like the official remote equipment. So that was also great. Shout out Mr. McClendon for helping us out with that and ski as well. Yes, Anywho. And then secondly, we all went to prom.
Oh yeah.
We never talked about that. Prom was definitely last weekend.
Forgot about that.
I forgot.
I was so happy to see everybody. It was so cool. It was so field museum-y.
Dancing with the dinosaurs.
Dancing with the dinosaurs. You know, I was taking. I had some great photos taken of me by Namno. I'm very proud.
Twin, you were so spiffy, man.
Thank you, man.
Both of y'all freshy.
Thank you.
We were all fresh.
Yeah, I was like, y'all
all spiffy.
I didn't see Dyer at prom.
I was like, see you. I think I saw Gabby, but I didn't see you.
Yeah, so
we were all on the dance floor at one point, right?
I don't know if Dyer was, because I didn't see her. I was next to you on the dance floor for the whole time.
Where were you at?
I don't know. I was with you the whole time. That I was with you for almost the whole time.
I saw Dyer. I saw a couple of other people. You were with me 90% of the time.
Yeah.
How did you not see Dyer?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's happening?
For the other 10%, you saw her, and then I was only with Gabby.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when we were together, Gabby was with me too.
Fairs.
That's probably what happened. Anywho.
Shout out Jero.
Promo time. We'll be right back. Mm-hmm.
Yo, turn my mic on, bro. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You're listening. Oh, I got.
Can I do it this time? I actually don't do it too much.
That's fine, but that was work by Rihanna and Drake. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, you got to do it without looking at it.
Okay. You're listening to. You know you do it.
You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The calling number is 708-798-WHFH 708-798-9434. And you're listening to 2 B's in a Pod. Cast.
We got it.
Oh, yeah. That was perfect.
All right.
That was, what was that? Money!
Okay.
Sorry.
Moving on to our last topic of the day, bro. There's been some drama.
Oh.
NBA superstar Klay Thompson and rapper Megan Thee Stallion have can we say broken up?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they have broken up. I'm actually gonna pass this to Layla.
Wait, no.
Wait, what? No.
You picked it.
I think we all picked this one.
We did?
Yeah.
So you're gonna do
we
it.
got Froyo.
I
we
was
got
like,
Froyo.
oh,
We all
maybe
picked
what
it.
about this? And we're like, yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
we
bet.
definitely. We approved that like with fervor.
How can I go about this?
You want me to take it?
Yes.
I got it.
Man,
No. Oh my
Megan
God.
said Klay cheated on her.
Well, we're not gonna say. Well,
That's what Megan said.
that's what Megan
Allegedly.
said. Do we have proof that he
No.
cheated? No, we do not. And a common narrative around this is that nobody knows. People think that the argument is Megan Thee Stallion was more famous and more popular than Klay Thompson at the time.
I think the bigger argument is just all the cultural, how can I say, dumpster fire that has occurred after. Like all the discourse that this has stirred up is just so interesting to me.
And I just think we focused more on the fact about who's popular than the fact that somebody cheated. Now, obviously, cheating is cheating, right? Is it true that he cheated? We don't know. But if it is true, then obviously it is deserved that he gets criticized and he stays away from Megan Thee Stallion, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know why the conversation has gone towards, who was more popular in this time? Who had more recognition?
For real.
Klay got 4 rings. Dude, Megan got da-da-da-da-da. Like, why are we moving towards that type of conversation?
Here's what
I
I'll.
think-
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Okay. What I'll say is that, man, we got no proof of bro cheating. All we got.
We have
is,
a caller.
I know.
All we got is a call.
All we got is a caller.
Goodness.
But all that we have is a story from Megan Thee Stallion saying, Man, he cheated. And then we got a picture of Klay eating eggs at 11 a.m. Anywho.
If you know, you know. And we're actually about to get a caller.
This better not be Gerald.
We're actually about to get a caller who knows.
This better not be Gerald.
Who knows this lore pretty well.
Who's the caller?
Pick up
You know who it is, boy.
Amari.
Listen, man. I heard y'all was talking about the Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion situation. I had to tune in, bro. I had to tune in. Listen, man. Listen, that man Klay Thompson has 4 rings, man. He's the second greatest shooter of all time.
Wait, what does
That man,
What does that have to do with anything?
This is the same
that
as
means
y'all.
we gotta give him his respect, bro. Like, if he cheated, bro, he cheated.
This is the same as y'all's
Like-
MJ and LeBron debate. It doesn't matter. We're talking about 2 different things.
Hold up now.
Don't matter.
No.
Hold on now.
Yes,
Because
it does.
listen.
Okay.
Now, if he cheated, okay, so what? What does that have to do with us?
What?
Amari.
He said if he just...
Amari, what's your point? Like, if he cheated, what you mean? What do you mean so what?
My point is, why do we care so much about the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation?
This also...
Wait.
Wait.
When Kalani cheated on Kyrie, I hear nothing.
This
Okay,
also...
well, here's the thing, though. Kalani's music is trash.
Wait. Hold on.
Megan's music is kind of garbage. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm done.
All she does is the That's
No,
it,
but
bro.
I think
No, her
Klay,
flow
I think
is up
Klay Thompson needs to sit down and he needs to review himself as a man.
My mic.
But
Talking.
if we
gotta start
really think about it,
We can hear you perfectly fine.
Megan Thee Stallion has her own. She has her own. She has her own cheating allegations against her. Look, come on, man. Like we can't just sit here and turn a blind eye to that.
But at the
She's
same
the reason why my man's Tory Lane's in jail, man. Come on.
Hold on. That's
That's a whole different story. We can't go on this tangent. We cannot go on this tangent.
And I feel like this also plays into how parasocial social media actually is, bro. This is 2 human beings in a relationship. Why do we care this much to the point? I saw a video
Because they're in the public light.
where a girl said, to be honest, I would have rather have myself get cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion, just for her not to feel that type of pain. I'm
And
like,
see, that's where the parasocial comes in, bro.
I'm
'Cause,
like, what are you talking about,
realistically,
bro?
let's be honest.
But it's Megan Thee Stallion.
No one cares if it's Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
No, because listen, when it was Kyrie and Kalani, nobody batted an eye.
well, you can't. I feel
Because
like
you can wonder why? Because Kalani's music sucks.
at the same time. At the same time, no, you can't speak for everybody. When Kalani cheated on Kyrie, it was heavily in the news.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. You gotta listen. You gotta peep. Listen, and I want you to bear with me.
Okay,
So
I'm bearing with you.
you notice, you realize how not only Megan Thee Stallion, but Cardi B too.
Cardi B is a cheater.
Cardi, think about it, man.
Yo,
I can't even finish. But I think that entirely, like on a for real note, we shouldn't care.
we shouldn't.
That's at the end of the day.
We shouldn't.
Why does it matter that much?
We need to go outside and worry about our own.
Touch some grass.
Yeah.
I think that
To that one girl on TikTok is talking about how Klay Thompson is not as known as Megan Thee Stallion. I don't want to hear it.
That
I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't think that. I would actually argue that Klay Thompson is more known than Megan Thee Stallion. People aren't ready for that conversation. People aren't ready for that
International
conversation. You wanna know
superstar,
why?
by the
Because
way. His shoe brand is from Asia.
I didn't know.
He's the second greatest shooter of all time. And I hate when stuff like this happens because like people, one side of the media is like, oh well, he cheated on Megan. He must be a word that I'm not gonna say, but he must be that. Come on, man. Like we don't know. We really don't know the basis of the relationship. We don't know if she might have cheated first. But at the end of the day, why is it such a big headline?
Laila Dyer has something that she would like to say.
No, I actually
What
hit my
does
elbow.
Laila Dyer have to say?
Amari Farmer, I'll talk to you after
Okay,
the show.
what?
You burning my britches right now. First of all,
excuse me. Listen, man.
I agree with you partially. I think the biggest.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
He's delayed, Dyer. He's delayed. He's delayed. Give him a second.
Oh, I know. I think the biggest takeaway from this is the why do we care? But I think also you do make a good point about people making conclusions about his character and then using it to fit whatever twisted narrative they want. I think that regardless of what he has going on in his life, whether this stuff is true, whether there is more to the story or not, I think saying that, okay, he allegedly cheated on Megan Thee Stallion and also tacking on the stories of his past relationships and then making a judgment about his character and saying, like, whatever about him.
Things we can't say on this radio show.
Yeah. We cannot disclose.
Saying whatever about him, I think is so odd. And I think, like, that's something that we tend to do a lot on the internet. And, like, it's just so odd. We're worried about the wrong thing.
Whole time you got taxes to pay and rent is overdue. Okay.
Yeah, that is true. We're just so invested in these celebrities' lives that at the end of the day, it don't matter. This man, Klay Thompson, he fumbled Coco Jones too, bro. Are we really surprised? Yes. Are we really surprised, man?
Shout out Donovan Mitchell.
Shout out Donnie.
Shout out D Mitch. I don't like that he dropped 71 points on my team, but it's whatever, man. But I'm gonna let y'all continue with the podcast. I gotta go.
All right,
it's my birthday.
Amari. Hey, you're right. Happy birthday too. We ain't even got to that point.
Happy birthday, Amari.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Many blessings in your 18th
y'all.
year.
Love all three of y'all, man.
Love you too, bro.
Continue the pod, bro.
As always.
From Mr. Brown, and I quote,
Hey, no.
Klay left Coco Jones. Something ain't right. I'm not talking to him anymore.
And you know what, Mr. Brown? Off the air, I do agree with you.
We'll talk to you tomorrow about this.
Oh my God.
This will be our end of week checkout.
This will be our check-in, man. Our weekly check-in. What do you think?
Anywho, all right, here's what I want to say about this. First, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to just Klay in general. That man came into the league sparking it, right? No, okay, I know. Like I said, I'm going back. Came into 2011, 11th pick, right?
When did Megan Thee Stallion debut?
2018. All right.
Anyways,
I'm
learning something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be all ears because I'm not ashamed to say this. I didn't know who Klay Thompson was.
And that's okay because a lot of people who aren't watching basketball don't know. But even people who are just have ball knowledge, sports in general, you know who Klay Thompson is because the Splash Brothers dominated the league for dang near a decade.
Oh, that's my Splash Bro. My Splash Bro. That's where that came from?
Yes.
Okay. That's my Splash Bro.
Wow. Anywho, yes, when they say Splash Brothers for Senior Assassin, that's what they're talking about. Klay and Steph.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from, not from whoever the duo was this year. All right. Anywho, that's what I was saying. Mans came into the league straight sparking it, right? Straight three balls going through the net, right? And at the end of the day, he gets into his prime, and he's known for being the Splash Brother, right? He's had his in the background. He's had his relationships, and he's been known for various things, whether it's fumbling or this or that, right?
Yep.
At the end of the day, when he comes into a relationship like this, Megan Thee Stallion is probably at the time that he dated, said person, probably the most publicized artist or whatever in the industry that said female was in. Most publicized that he's dated up to that point. And I think that if he did truly cheat, that's just dumb on his part. But
yeah,
even if he didn't, because again, we have no proof that he did. That's something that we have to, give proper respect to. We have no proof that he did that, right?
And here's the thing. Here's the thing I also want to point out. It's very dangerous to play a game where out of spite or out of a breakup, you have like this false information that you spread about somebody. That happens a lot, especially with celebrities. And I'm hoping, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'm hoping that in this situation, that in this context, Megan is not lying. Like, if Klay did what he did, okay, cool. We're going to have the justifiable punishment. And we're going to be like, okay, cool. You shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have cheated. You were in the wrong. But at the same time, you have to understand, like, there is a very common narrative where these things get spread on purpose, or these things get spread intentionally in order to frame this person or villainize this person or put this person in a bad light or in a bad frame. So I hope that's not the case. I hope that Megan is telling the truth, that Klay did what he did. And I know it sounds crazy. Like, it sounds like I want him to cheat. But no, I'm just saying I don't want this to be a lie.
Right. And I also think that it's bad on Megan too to like post that publicly. Like, I don't think that she's necessarily in the wrong for that, but that doesn't make her like look that good of a person either. I feel like
Right.
like saying that with no proof on social media. If she had proof, I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably not making this comment right now. But the fact that she had no proof, it seems like she's just aimlessly making a claim.
Yes.
And all that we got is him eating eggs at 11 a.m. or after 11 a.m.
If you know, you know. There's no text messages. There's no.
We don't even know who he allegedly did it with.
Exactly. There's no screenshots from another woman saying, "Sorry, girl, gotta tell you, like,
Hey, girly.
gotta tell you some bad news." Like, there's none of that. It's just you, one of your story, black screen. Yeah, you cheated on me, bro. That's not right. And we just left it at that. So it's a lot of speculation. I understand why. And I think going forward, my predictions is probably going to still be a lot of speculation. And I think his character is probably going to be defamed for a little bit, but it'll pass.
Indeed. Eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows about Kobe in 2003 anymore. So, anywho.
Wait, that's funny.
Twin, that is
Anywho,
not funny.
It's not a joke. I'm just saying it does pass on because, you know,
That's true.
yeah.
Yes,
So
that is true. You know what? Good point. I kind of see where you're coming from.
I was just trying to make the connection. It's
see
two
it.
different levels. I
see it.
understand. It's two different levels.
I see it.
But
Dang, we could not get to what we were listening to.
no.
I'm sorry,
I knew that
Xavier.
we weren't going
Dude,
to.
I promise you, we're going to get you next time.
Wait,
But go ahead.
Do we
yes,
have
we
like,
can.
do we have like a
one
quick
song?
album?
Just go one song each person.
One song each.
The song "Lady, Hear Me Tonight" by the
Yeah,
the group
by-
Mojo.
yeah,
yeah.
we
There
were
we
listening to that. Yeah. My song is gonna be "Nobody's Perfect" by J. Cole and Missy Elliott.
My song is Hey Big Eyes, the George Clanton remix by Caroline Polachek.
Well, quick podtastic recap and we're out of here, twin. Go ahead.
All right, with our second semester new guest, Laila Dyer, we talked about a conversation about black journalism, conversation about radical optimism, and the Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion situation. Are there any last words from us?
Only make claims with evidence that backs it,
Yep.
and don't try to defame people. It's not right.
Stop being parasocial. Live your life. Stop worrying about others.
Yeah.
And strive to be 1% better than yesterday. Dyer, anything?
Life can be sunshine, happiness, and rainbows.
This is true.
And black journalists keep striving.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to tomorrow, Barnett?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I might not even show up. I'm just keep it stacked. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show up just to have that conversation with Mr. Brown.
Yes.
And then grad night on Saturday.
Oh my
Six
gosh,
Flags.
yeah, grad night is tomorrow. Grad night is on Saturday. I'm so excited. Can't wait.
I'm going to all the rides because I actually didn't do that last time.
Yeah. Well, why is it doing this? Oh my gosh.
Twin,
Okay.
it's okay. We're gonna
Anywho.
do filler talk.
We got Butterflies with Michael Jackson. It's been
there
a
we
great
go.
show. See y'all.